My name is Randy Grimes, and I'm the National Director of Professional Relations at Transformations Treatment Center, headquartered right here in sunny Delray Beach, Florida. Today, I want to talk about chronic pain. Chronic pain can take us down the road of addiction. When I talk about chronic pain, I'm talking about physical pain as well as emotional pain. Research shows that poorly treated pain or unmanaged pain is at the root of every addiction. Let me give you a startling fact. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, 75% of people seeking treatment for heroin addiction started with a prescription. In other words, 3 out of 4 heroin addicts got hooked on opiates from a doctor's prescription pad. And I was one of them. Prior to playing in the NFL, I never did drugs. I didn't even like to drink. I never even smoked cigarettes. If you want to know more about my story, be sure and check out my new book, Off Center, due out later this year. But let me tell you what I was up against when I played professional football. First, as a center, I threw an average of 80 blocks a game, where I was pounding or getting pounded by at least one big, ugly, hairy guy from the other team. Second, each pounding hurt, some more than others. Third, by the end of the game, I was bruised and beaten up head to toe. Fourth, my team doctors would hand us a little bag after every game. In that bag were 2 Xanax and 2 beers. And finally, I knew that if I was ever too hurt to play, I'd be replaced the next day. And let me be clear, I accept full responsibility. Nobody pushed those pills down my throat. But at the time, I justified taking those pills and many, many more because they were given to me by a doctor. I'm telling you this for a reason. First, society can be very judgmental about those suffering with an addiction. If you don't have an addiction, what are you thinking when you picture a drug addict? Be honest, you're probably thinking of some unkempt, heavily tatted, chain-smoking person living in the street, or somebody living in a doorway with a needle hanging out of their arm. And yes, some people do look like that. But here's what you need to know. Some people suffering with addiction look just like me, or even you. It could be a spouse, neighbor, friend, co-worker. In fact, you might talk to several people every day and not even know that they're suffering with addiction. And the second reason I'm talking about pain, if you have an addiction that started with mood or pain medication that's gotten out of control, let me help.